It's Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for FTW Future Focus. This is not football. This isn't even baseball. This is professional wrestling, and I am your not so humble correspondent, Robert Black, and welcome to FTW Future Focus. To my side is the silent but deadly man from Chicago, Illinois, and he has about as much use for women's professional wrestling as I do for snow and ice storms. He is Marvelous Marcus Buckley. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? Bears in first place. I'm on a high right.
See, I just got through saying this is not football, and you made it football.
Hey,
But that's why we call you Marvelous.
hey,
and
be able to say that.
and above, huh?
I'm not going to be able to say the Bears in first place too many times, so I'm savoring it.
Boy,
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Savory things are few and far between. We'll let you have them. Above me is the founder of our feast after Thanksgiving, the president of FTW Network, my pal and friend, great professional wrestler and promoter, the mastermind Bobby Rogers. How you doing, sir?
what's up, everybody?
And you might have noticed that our format is a little bit different this week. We've had a little change of equipment here. So we are doing a down and dirty episode of FTW Future Focus. We will be having our introductions and other nuts and bolts back shortly.
Yeah,
Bob,
let me just be real with everybody. Set up and some people just get too comfortable and try to take advantage, and we went ahead and had to move studios.
mhm.
It was best for everybody because if we would have stayed with them, we would have had to charge you guys, and we don't think that's fair. So we left, um, got a new studio, moving things around. You'll see some things work in progress happening here. So bear with us as we're getting together and moving our stuff.
Hey, it is not about the fancy introductions. It's about the personalities and the issues here on FTW Future Focus. And speaking of which, our first item up for grabs is the 2025 Survivor Series from San Diego, California.
Oh yeah.
And and um this is going to be a rather interesting, uh, maybe volatile review of this show because Bobby, you did not get the opportunity to see this,
No, I
and
did not.
I would have loved, craved your interpretation of this event because my God in heaven, do we have a lot to talk about. Beginning with the women's War Games match, and the participants were a long list of women that I cannot go over right now because all I wrote down was women's War Games match. Marcus, you want to start us off?
If you want me to, I am going.
I do.
I am going to give this bullshit a zero, zero, zero. I mean, first of all, let's back up to the concept of what war games is. Okay, this is war games. Okay, so it's supposed to be like you're settling a score. You're supposed to see a bunch of blood and violence. I mean, you're supposed to have people that actually we supposed to make us believe you hate these people hate each other. Okay, so what do we get? First of all, we get entrances. Okay, you're going to war and you're doing your entrances with the pyro and you're taking a minute to get to the fucking ring. I mean, again, if I was on Cyree Kane team, I would
Kyrie Sane's team, yeah.
oh, whoop her ass. The amount of time she takes to the ring, and I'm getting fucked up. No, absolutely not. And to me, I don't understand. Now we know usually in war games, the heel teams get the advantage, but in this particular one, the babyface team had the advantage. And to me, that was barely taken advantage of during this match. Every time somebody was getting ready to come to the ring, it seemed like even though the baby faces had the advantage, the heels were beating the shit out of them with a man down. I mean, I understand that baby faces aren't supposed to be beating up the heel 2-1, 3-on-2, etc. I get that, but then what's the point of giving them the advantage? I mean, it is if I didn't see SmackDown or Raw the night before, I wouldn't even realize that the baby faces had the advantage because it didn't like there was maybe about a 2 minute point in where
But
that actually mattered. So I thought that was poor booking right there. I mean, again, the entrances are too long for war games, and then of course they do the stupidest fuck. They just got to find a way to include the stupidest spot in the history of professional wrestling. I don't know why people love that spot with Io doing the backflip with the fucking garbage can covering her body. I mean, I don't know who's the bigger idiot, her doing it or the women or the people had to stand in there and take that shit. That's just an insanely stupid spot to me, and it should be done away forever. I actually hate that damn spot. What else do I have? And it, it was just I don't understand. I don't understand weapons in war games matches. That's another thing I've said time and time again. The cage is supposed to be the weapon, and that was the kendo sticks and the tables was used more than the cage. Again, this is war games. I don't get it. Everything about it. Do I have anything else written down here? Garbage cans. Uh, and overall.
Trash can lids.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then which Eel didn't even use. All right, she may use at the beginning of the match. I don't even understand why she brought that shit in there. It's just that there was no point to this match. I mean, there was really no story at all to this match at all. The
Uh oh.
one positive, and I think you would like this, Bobby.
Folks, something's gone a little bit haywire here.
Hey, can you hear me?
I think we may have lost Marcus there.
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now. There was something went a little bit wonky there, but you're back.
Okay. Now, one thing I will say is, Bobby, you would like your girl Nia Jax was looking good.
Yes.
Outfit she was wearing, man, Nia was looking good. I will say, and Lash was looking good. And I don't, in my opinion, I don't. I thought they should have. To me, they didn't do a good job introducing Lash. In my opinion, I mean, they are
No.
assuming that everybody who watches WWE watches NXT, and by the numbers, we know that is not the case. And the build up for her is she just jumped a couple of people before time. They should have got a couple of matches for her in before putting her in a match this big. So I thought they did a poor job. I'm sure a lot of people was like, who is this tall chick? So I thought they did a poor job with building Lash up and introducing her to their audience. But overall, there was really nothing that I liked about this match at all. I give it a generous 0.
Well, this may sound contradictory to you, Marcus, but strangely enough, I gave this match a 3,
Okay.
and it was my match of the night.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and let me explain why. First of all, they did away with the damn shark cages.
All right.
I was okay with that.
mm,
Um, they improved it from last year. The women were incapable last year of getting the weapons out from underneath the ring, and it slowed everything down to a crawl and like screwed up the whole momentum of the match. they did away with that and they improved that. Then there was the stuff that they were doing with Becky Lynch. She played up being the chicken shit heel to a T in this match. Everybody wanted to tear her apart. And considering that she was the one that took the fall or took the submission at the end of the match, that was appropriate and I appreciated that scenario. Um, the rest of it was just paint by numbers.
Really.
And it was the women's match. It just was bland, and it say what you will about the blood and guts cage matches in AEW, that they go too far, that they're too bloody, that there's too much chaos, and that there's no like not enough build up to them, but they went balls to the wall. This there's you have to ask, why does WWE have cage matches at all? If you're going to have them like this, then there is no point to the cage in the first place. We would have been better served by having not one but two traditional Survivor Series matches. That
Yes.
would have made this whole show 10 times better.
Oh wow.
But the women hit the marks and didn't do anything offensive, and we'll get to that later. But I agree about the EO spot, the backflip with the trash can, completely unnecessary and shit that people are just looking for so that they can cheer for the spot. And there's more of that later, but at this point, we were looking for it, and it's becoming as annoying as Kofi in the Royal Rumble. No more of this shit. You were right about Lash Legend, Asuka with the accidental miss to her face was a blatant attempt to turn her baby face already, which I don't think is necessary. But other than that, and trying to set up future matchups for Rumble and Mania, this was just there. But the fact that they hit the fact that it wasn't offensive and it hit their marks, I gave it a 3, but it was just bland, and that's our match of the night. That was my match of the night. I don't know what Marcus's would be. Bobby, do you have any thoughts here?
Yeah, I got a couple of thoughts. I'm kind of shocked
Mm-hmm.
to hear that the matches didn't go that well,
No.
especially with Rob saying the girls' match was on point. I figured Marcus wouldn't like the girls' match, but I
Well, there
mean,
are reasons. He has valid reasons for that 0. I will cop to that right now.
but just to hear a lot of the stuff that went on made me glad I did not spend $30 to watch it.
Yes,
Now
you
I'm
are.
gonna say this right off top: the trash can thing. I knew that was gonna come,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a reason. It seems like when WWE finds something that the crowd jumps off of and jumps onto the first time, they keep trying to repeat it instead of making it a special moment.
Yeah.
Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, I opened the can of worms. Okay,
Oh, good God. No, no,
but
well, yeah, whoop ass worms. But go ahead.
I'm kind of shocked that this match was down because I was really expecting this match to be one of the best matches they had. Because it's only one other match, and I thought that would have probably done right by it by the show. Yeah, I'm just stunned. I'm stunned right now.
Well, per usual, I watched this WWE event on the high seas, And Bobby, I highly recommend you do too, because you would be screwing yourself if you spent $30 on this. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
Um,
because I was about to say something.
yeah. But I wish to God that we did not have to cover this. Um, Intercontinental title match. Dominic Mysterio challenging John Cena. I gave this a one, and
Wow.
1 star, and all of that, every little bit of it goes to Dominic Mysterio. I mean, we're talking possibly the one of the biggest clusters of outside interference, shenanigans, and stupidity that I have ever witnessed in a single match. It was overbooked ridiculousness that made me want to vomit. Um, the return of Liv Morgan. First teasing the turn on Dom, slapping him, jumping into Cena's arms, and then kicking him in the balls, and then hitting him with the title belt, and then the frog splash finish with the 619. It um some Judgment Day jumping in before that, and then we see Super Cena with the double fu uh or AA, depending on how much you've had to drink. Um, it was they started out the match relatively calm, but then we have to have the utter stupidity of that comes with both Cena and Dominic, and the combination of it just made me absolutely sick. So uh, it's lucky. If it had been anybody else but Dominic Mysterio, who has upped his game, admittedly, but putting the mega title on him for AAA is just a gimmick to WWE-ify AAA, and that's driving me nuts too. But Dominic, it just. I'm sick of his shit, but at least he's competent. So 1 star out of mercy for this thing, because the last Cena match I gave a 0, and that was because it was a complete waste and humiliation of AJ Styles. So just 1 star out of pity. And please, for the love of God, end this stupid shit with John Cena. I'm I'm sick to death of this retirement thing when he has already been retired, and them having a goddamn tournament for it to determine who gets the booby prize of being his last opponent. Saturday night's main event can't get here soon enough. Marcus, please.
Well, I gave this match a 2, and this is my match of the night. So,
Wow.
so you know what I felt about this show. I mean, Rob, I agree with pretty much everything that you said. The reason why I even gave this match a 2 is I really enjoyed Dominic Mysterio's heel work in this match. That
Mhm.
really, his chicken shit heel work was pretty. I thought was good in this match. That's the only thing I liked about this match. I mean, I knew Judgment Day was going to interfere and we got this Super Cena stuff. But my biggest issue with this match is that to me, Cena oversold for the girls. Okay, I mean,
Oh yeah, that was the most ridiculous part of the whole fucking match, was Roxanne Perez and Rochelle Rodriguez. Oh, you. the worst part was faking the injury. That was fucking horrible because that bump looked nasty. We all thought that fucking we all wondered whether it was legitimate or not, and when it turned out to not be legitimate, I think I was so fucking pissed.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
I'm sorry, Marcus. Go
popped.
ahead.
I kind of popped. I'm like, that was Dominic because he that I mean they sold me. I really the way Dominic landed on his shoulder, I was like, oh shit, that looks bad. But
Yeah.
when Roxanne came out and he popped up, I'm like, oh shit, I liked it. I liked the spot, but I mean, I know Rodriguez is supposed to be a big, strong woman, but she should. But the way Cena lifted himself up for her, he made her look like she was Andre the Giant. Okay, I, Ra- Rax-
Yeah.
Raquel is as big and strong as she's supposed to be. She shouldn't be able to believe me. She should not be able to lift Cena like that. And then Roxanne Perez, who's about 100 pounds wet, 105 pounds wet, and about 10 pounds of that in her thighs, should not be able to hit a Canadian destroyer on Cena the way she hit it. I mean, we all know that with the
Well,
Canadian
she
destroyer,
got pop rocks on him.
okay, pop rocks, whatever the hell you want to call it. We are now, no, I'm sorry, that was Liv who did the destroyer. Okay, now,
Is
no,
that the
I think,
Mexican
yeah.
destroyer?
yeah. Now Liv, who weighs even less than Roxanne Perez. I mean, we destroyer on her.
Well,
Now we all know that the destroyer, all the work is done by the guy the guy receiving it,
The
and
person taking it, yeah.
right. And Cena, I mean, he really sold that for her. And there's no way in hell she should be able to hit that move on. I mean, Cena's about what, about 240 of muscle, and
Something like that.
Roxanne is maybe 90 pounds of flesh. Okay, I'll give her 100 pounds with her clothes on. Okay, I'll give her 100 pounds with clothes on. No, no, no. That part to me, I was like, okay, what the fuck are we seeing here? But overall, I like Dominic. He has totally grown on me since he first turned about 2 years ago, and I was happy to see him get the belt back, in his hometown. And so I really enjoyed his heel work in this match. So just for Dominic alone, I give him a two.
Well, Marcus, there's a reason that that spot bothered me, especially like after the fact, but we'll get to that later on because there's something I want to talk about concerning that particular issue, and we'll get to that later because it pops up in a different match. Bobby, do you have anything to add?
I'm shocked. This was the other one that I thought I would have been match of the night. Um, I do agree. If Roxanne Perez is giving Cena a pop rocks, yeah, that was stupid. I mean, that was just plain stupid.
Yeah.
It's just like me verifying Rio doing everything that she does in the damn ring. I mean,
Oh wow! More Riho hate.
but it's
Oh
the
my
truth. It's the
god.
same
But
thing.
I mean, it's the same comparison when you think about it. It is the same comparison.
Rio's 90 pounds. Roxanne's 110. They both look like little girls.
AEW doesn't let her do it to guys.
AEW shouldn't let her do it, period. I
Always
mean,
on my
I don't think
girl.
Roxanne Perez should be doing it except to women myself, except if you're fighting Tajiri or something. And then even then, I don't even think she should be doing it. But Dominic has always been on top of his game. I got much love for Dominic. Dominic is the man. The problem is, I hate saying this, but they love that Roxanne Perez. They love that 5-year-old girl. Makes me really want to open the Epstein files. Uh oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. But
Oh, Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. We're on the board. Oh
But
boy.
my thing is honestly, I just I'm kind of disappointed to hear that it was not that exciting. Real
Well,
quick
Bobby,
though,
to
want to give a
go
shout out
ahead.
Kenneth M7C. What's up, brother? We got you on the board. We see you. We'll comment on your stuff in a second.
But well, Bobby, to be absolutely fair, you probably would have liked. You may have liked this match despite the overbooking if you had been able to see it. But once you do, I'm not convinced that you're going to give it anything more than Marcus did. You may give it 2.5, but I seriously doubt that you're going to see what we're talking about, because my God, it was an overbooked mess. It As much as Dominic is supposed to be a chicken shit heel, it made him look so damn weak, especially since he was getting the belt back anyway. It
Right.
was oh god,
But
it was just an absolute mess.
Yeah,
this is my
but
thing though.
that's been his whole run though. It's looking weak. That's his whole gimmick right now. Just had the title.
Well,
Yep.
maybe, but it's just too much, Marcus. It's just too much. Oh
That's
my
what she said.
god. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh boy. Speaking of what she said, our next match for the is it the WWE Women's Title or just the World Women's Title?
Who
I
cares?
can't remember which one she has.
Does it?
Well,
Got a
it's one or
title.
the other. What?
Does
She
it
got a
matter?
title.
No, it doesn't. Uh, Stephanie Valkyrie versus Nikki Bella.
Oh my
And
god.
oh God,
Oh,
dare I say it, Marcus, please indulge us.
I I
destroy
I,
this, Marcus.
I gave
Please
this match.
destroy it. It's
I gave,
one half of this. I beg you to please, with all of the fiber in your being, destroy one half of this match. Please.
well, I think I'm gonna make you happy, like she said. Um,
Yeah,
That's right.
thank you for joining us on
That's right.
FTW Future.
yeah. I gave this match a point five. I mean, this was
Point.
yeah, point five. This half a star, half a star. This match
Uh-huh.
dull and boring as hell. There was like little to no crowd. The crowd was not in this match at all. And I get it with the spot it was in before the main event and after this the Dom winning his whole town. So I get that was probably the worst spot on the car of this particular card with only 4 matches. But Nikki Bella, first of all, in her quote unquote prime, if you want to call it that, she sucked anyway. She wasn't as a wrestler anyway. She sucked. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at her punches look horrific, and she was not, in my opinion, she was doing a terrible job selling for Stephanie. I mean, she looked like she didn't even the only thing that she looked like she was excited for was to do her dumbass entrance. That was about it. She looked like she wasn't into this. I'm surprised there wasn't that many botches in this match because she just looked like she just like she had no interest in doing this match at all. If I was Valkyrie, I'm gonna beat. If you ain't gonna sell for me, I'm gonna beat your ass
Yep.
and, and make you sell. Because I mean, I mean, the way she sold for her was just not good at all. I mean, and she's there and for this particular match to make Stephanie look good, and she did not do that at all. I mean, the crowd
Mm-mm.
was barely even into the Devil's Kiss. That just shows you how little they were into this match at all.
What?
I mean, they were into it, but not like normal. I mean, they got the but you didn't get the yeah. I mean, it's like they were just like, can we get this over with? I mean, this was just a dull ass uninteresting match at all. I mean, and I totally blame Nikki Bella for this. And from what I saw, I maybe you think different, Rob, but this match I struggled to give this a half a star. And the only reason I gave it that is I gave it to Stephanie Farkier for just trying to carry this match, but half a star for me.
I totally agree with you, Marcus. You hit the nail on the head with your description of this match. However, I gave it 1.25 just so that Nikki Bella would beat her ex. I gave this a quarter of a
Wow.
star more than the John Cena match just so Nikki Bella could get over on John Cena. That being said, everything you said about this match is absolutely right. Nikki Bella basically was carried like a backpack across country in this match by Stephanie Valkyr. She deliberately had to slow her pace and damn near everything else just so that Nikki Bella could be part of the damn thing. Now, what we were saying about Io Shirai, and the trash can spot in the War Games match goes double for the Devil's Kiss.
Boo.
Nobody Nobody was into this match at all. The crowd was dead until they went into that damn spot, and they had to do it twice. Once on the announce table and again in the ring, and Nikki Bella flopped around during it like a dead fish, which apparently she wasn't trying because she knew she was jobbing, because God knows that Nikki Bella getting a women's world title in 2025 is an utterly ridiculous notion. And that's another reason that I rank this match higher than Cena, because at least the WWE creative were not stupid enough to put a fucking belt on Nikki Bella in 2025. So there's that. But you could have slept walked through this match, and it was just a ridiculous waste of time. And they call the match before the main event the dead spot for a reason. And this match personifies that to a T. So I mean, kudos to Stephanie Valkyr for putting up with that, but it was a garbage match. Star and a quarter. And if I didn't feel, the only good part about this match is that it didn't piss me off. I was just bored. The Cena match pissed me off. This didn't. Um, Bobby, how disappointed are you?
I'm not surprised because look who was in the match. Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that did not shock me at all. I knew this was going to be a garbage match because of the Clash of Styles. I mean, if you look at Stephanie Valkyr, that
Mm-hmm.
girl can go. She's proven it time
Yeah.
and time again. And you got dead ass Nikki Bella. It was like Braun Breaker at first. You know, but remember what I was saying about Braun Breaker? Whenever he loses, you could tell.
Yeah.
What you're describing is what I saw on Braun Breaker. But Nikki Bella shouldn't be winning anything anyway. I'm sorry. I'm so disappointed that Stephanie had to take this match. They should have
Mm-hmm.
had a better opponent for her. I don't know why they thought that this star rub would do anything for her. And Rob, I got to disagree with you on one point though. It's not the
Okay.
Devil's Kiss where everybody was like, "Blah, who cares?" It was who she was giving the Devil's Kiss to. It was
Oh, no, no,
more.
that's
It was more
the,
Nikki Bella than she's doing a Devil's Kiss.
No, no, you're misunderstanding me, Bobby. The crowd got into the Devil's Kiss, but they were waiting for it. That
Oh,
was the
okay.
only reason. Yeah, that was the only reason to have the match at all. WWE turns certain wrestlers into one-trick ponies with signature moves. The only reason to watch a Otis match is for that goddamn caterpillar.
But you can't say
Everybody
that
is
about
just
Stephanie though.
waiting for that damn spot.
You can't say that about Stephanie. Stephanie can
Well,
go.
no, I know she can go and she can have great matches. It's just that that's the Devil's Kiss is the only thing that WWE creative cares about, and therefore it gets translated into that being the only thing that the audience cares about, and it's a crying ass shame.
But Rob, that's
I
not
mean, yeah, everybody loves that.
that's
Hmm?
not fair, Rob. I mean,
What?
I said, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I would say
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
yeah, that's not fair. I mean, come on, since the beginning of wrestling, crowd go see certain wrestlers, they're waiting for that spot. That I mean, you can say that about almost any wrestler, especially back in the day. Whether it's Flair doing the flip over the turnbuckle
Yeah.
to fucking Hogan doing a Hulk up. I mean, that's what we as fans do. We come to see our favorite wrestler to wait for that favorite move or favorite spot. So that's not fair. Come on, that's not fair.
There's a difference though. If you're quiet throughout the entire match just because you want to see one spot, I mean, granted, yeah, everybody's got signatures and things that they do. I mean, Bret Hart's got 5 moves that everybody looks for and everybody recognizes and pops for. The problem is that the crowd reacts throughout. And during that match in particular, with the one we're talking about now, nobody reacted to a damn thing until they went into that spot. And
But that's
hardly
because
anybody.
of who she was wrestling, though.
Exactly.
Well, okay, if you want to go 50-50 on that, I guess we can, because nobody reacted to Nikki Bella coming out either. But still, this was a rotten ass match, and the
Yeah, it
only
was a bad
reason I
matchup all the way. I don't think they should have been booked. I think Stephanie
no,
Vancourt should have had somebody else. I would have liked to see Stephanie Vancourt versus Roxanne Perez. That would have been a good match.
Yeah. I would have
well,
even
it would have been better.
I would
Go
even
ahead,
prefer
Mark.
seeing her. I would even prefer Trish if you gonna use a legend.
Ooh, ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that would have worked. Yes, I mean almost anything would have been better than what we got,
But wait a
and
minute. Hold on. Think about this. Tony would have went nuts if Trish Stratus would have got the Devil's Kiss.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, see, during this, they teased Nikki Bella doing the Devil's Kiss on Stephanie.
Yeah.
They teased that at one point, and the crowd actually booed when it didn't happen. So,
Well,
you know,
I mean, Kenneth came up with the question in the chat, and I want to ask you guys this:
all right, go ahead.
what about Valcour versus Liv?
Yeah, that would be interesting. I
Now, can
mean,
I say
Liv
this?
Morgan.
I
Yeah,
say
go
no.
ahead. No, why not?
This, and this is the reason she just came back.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't happen right now, but yeah,
That's the only reason. It
yeah.
shouldn't have happened
I
in
mean,
Survivor Series.
well, no, it shouldn't happen like immediately. She just got back, and she's going to be working shit with Roxanne. I'm sure. I think we just lost Marcus, but we'll continue here. Um, but yeah, Liv Morgan has at least more skill than Nikki Bella does. I mean, she's got a problem with table spots, but still, there's
True.
yeah, but still, it would be interesting to see, especially after so much layoff time, whether Liv Morgan can build herself up to a title match. Whoa, there's Marcus again.
Yeah,
Hello,
I
sir.
swear. Yeah, I swear. As many times I tell people, don't call me from 3 to 5 on Sundays. Somebody wants to call me. It's amazing to me.
Well, yeah, well, see, you're lucky. No, nobody wants to call me, so it's all good.
Mm.
Speaking of not wanting to call, I don't want to call this next match because it's the main event. It is the men's War Games match, and I'm gonna try to run down everybody in it. Um, it was Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed versus uh, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, um, the Usos, and Roman Reigns. Uh, I I've got to go first here because I don't know whether unless Marcus you want to do the honors because
I'll follow you. Go ahead. I'll follow you.
okay, well, God have mercy on your soul because Mr. No Fun's about to come out.
Mhm.
I gave this 2.25,
Damn.
and that is only because of the first half of the match. After they deliberately stopped the damned match in order to play Jey Uso's fucking music again
What?
so that he could sit on top of the cage and yeet for no goddamn reason whatsoever. Everything before that was on par with the women's match. They were
Wait,
hitting the
wait, 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 wait,
numbers.
wait, wait, wait. Hold on.
Yes,
They
and
stopped the match
that's going to be my tap out. But that's just
just so
yeah,
he could eat.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Jey Uso climbed to the top of the cage while everybody else was fighting. He called for that rewind, and they played the fucking song again just so that the crowd could sing it.
Are you serious?
And
Yes, I am
what the,
dead ass straight up serious.
Oh my
Before
god.
that, before that, the match was going decent. Cody and Punk did sympathetic blade jobs. They were basically trickles, nothing more. And it amazed, it at least we got that, which it was pathetic, but it was there. But then the whole goddamn thing turned into a train wreck.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
for like 2 fucking minutes they do the intro song again for Jay, and while he's sitting up on the cage they cut his music out and out comes the fucking shovel. Brock Lesnar comes out, and this whole thing demonstrates why I call him the shovel. Because of the Rollins injury, they got to cover everything up and save the ass of WWE Creative, and so he comes out there and he wipes out every fucking body. With basically no answer whatsoever, he just goes out there and destroys both world champions and both Usos, and it's fucking ridiculous. And then, once the count comes down, Roman Reigns' music plays. They go through his entire fucking entrance. Lesnar gets out of the cage and they fight on the goddamn floor and take the entire focus away from the rest of the match. It was fucking ridiculous. And they point out that the only way that War Games can start is when everybody gets in the fucking ring. So we're waiting on these two cocksuckers to get into the ring to start the goddamn match. Once they do, they basically just rush through the finish. It lasts for another 5 minutes or so. It looks like Punk is going to finish the damn thing off, but then a mystery man climbs into the over the cage and into the ring. He gets hold of Punk. He curb stomps him, and then Breaker spears the shit out of Punk, and Breaker gets the pin on Punk, the supposed world fucking champion. And that was how the whole damn thing ended. Okay. There's 4 points that I want to make, and then we'll move on. And then we'll go to Marcus. Number one, I don't give a thimble full of piss who the mystery man is. It's either
Wow.
Rollins or it isn't. If it isn't, nobody's going to give a shit. If it's not, then we have completely overplayed the injury angles in WWE, and nobody is going to know or care about legitimate injuries in the ring anymore. And the reason that the Dominic spot with the injured shoulder that we thought was legit bothered me is because a doomsday device at the beginning of this match with Cody and Punk on Braun Breaker nearly broke his fucking neck. He landed on his head legit. And
Mm.
now we're playing up the idea that Seth Rollins might have jumped in there under a mask after having or not having shoulder surgery. We don't fucking know, because if it is Rollins, who the hell, why the hell would he do that? Just so that Punk can have the fucking belt. And two, if it's not Rollins, who the hell cares? Because that's fucking ridiculous to begin with, and they're going to have to shoehorn that in. It's I just don't care. Second, whatever WrestleMania main event you had in mind, you might as well write the fuck off now, because all of the attention is on Lesnar and Reigns. We are getting that match again, come hell or high water, whether it's going to be for a title or not, and it's going to overshadow every fucking thing, either at Rumble or at Mania or, God forbid, both. So, and the fact that Lesnar wiped out Cody, wiped out Punk, wiped out the Usos, and focused everything on Reigns made everybody else look like dog shit. And that is exactly why I call him the shovel. Um,
Wow.
yeah, a number. No, I'm almost done here. Um, well, my third point was that's why I call Lesnar the shovel. Number four, War Games has to stop. WWE, if this is all we're going to get from War Games, and we've gotten 3 years of this shit now, and it's gone from bad to worse. Well, it started out okay, then it turned then it turned boring, and now it's turned to shit. If WWE can't do War Games right, then they need to stop doing War Games and give us the traditional 5-on-5 elimination matches back. But this match, if not for the Cena match, this would have been it would have been worst match. 2.25 stars just for the first half, and then when they turned the focus to Lesnar and Reigns, they screwed the pooch worse than a dog kennel from hell. Okay, Marcus, I hate to have you follow this, but how did you feel about this match?
Damn, you gave it way better than me. I gave it 1.5 stars. I mean,
You gotta be shitting me. You put
this
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 match lower than I did?
this
Wow.
I agree with you. I agree with you on a lot of what you said, and there's one thing I disagree with you on. Okay, as for the match, I mean, they really need to stop. This is not war games. Okay, there's no roof on the cage. They're letting people go in and out. They're allowing them to have these long ass entrances to the ring instead of standing right outside the ring to rush in there. Okay, so they need to call it whatever the fuck they want to call it. Just not war games. This is not war games. Secondly, if Jimmy Uso is in this match again, I am going to fine him his 2 weeks worth of salary if he stops again to struggle to pull out a fucking table under the ring. Okay, if your teammates are in the ring getting their ass kicked, they're down. You're the man that makes the evens the teams up, and you're standing outside struggling to grab a table. No, I'm fucking you up. I'm gonna stop. I'm fucking you up. Stop doing that fight. That's just awful. I mean, where's my little notes here? Again, the interest is I'm tired, except for Bronson Reed. I mean, Bronson Reed is the only guy that power walked to the ring with some intensity, like he was going to war. So I give him props for that. He got the point. I don't expect anybody to be the ultimate warrior and run down a long ass lane and be blown up by the time you get to the ring. I'm not expecting that. But I don't expect you to hop, skip, and jump like Kari Zane or stop like Jimmy Uso and get weapons under the ring and all that shit. No, you go in there acting like you ready to kick some ass if this is war games. Um, I I I, I agree with you. I don't. Braun Breaker is stupid for taking a doomsday device. He's too damn big. He should never ever take that spot again. That was crazy. I almost thought, damn. I'm luckily if his neck wasn't as big as it was, he might be paralyzed right now because you right. He laid
Yes.
dead on his head, and I was like, ooh, that was ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly as hell.
Yeah, and the thing I agree or disagree with is I don't think they're teasing Brock versus Roman again. I think they're teasing. What I got was they're teasing Roman versus Cody 3. Is what I got. Is what I think they're teasing, especially with Seth out because I think that Seth is legitimately out because one, even if you're one, if you got a soldier, and I knew the guy in the mask wasn't Chef because if you got a legit shoulder injury, you can't climb no fence like that. No, there's no fucking way you can do that with a legit shoulder injury. And if you saw the guy, just his body frame, he was definitely bigger than Chef. Now
Hmm.
they may tell us in a month or two, they may do a Black Scorpion angle where it was supposed to be Ole Anderson because that didn't work, and they say it was Ric Flair. But so they may try to pull that shit again. But the guy that climbed in that cage was not Seth Rollins. There's
Marcus, can I say something?
yeah,
You could ask Tony this. I made a joke about that being the Scorpion when I heard what happened.
yeah,
I literally made a joke about that. Me and Tony started busting up laughing.
yeah.
Hmm.
Cause I said because they
Maybe it's Flair.
it could be, but I know it wasn't Seth. So I thought that was ridiculous, and I hated the fact and another thing why they should stop calling this war games is neither match told a story at all. There was no storytelling at all. Everything with this match seemed to be headed toward that spot with the masked guy. And if that was the purpose of this match, then it was a waste of everybody's time. There was not one, in my opinion,
Hmm.
there was not one memorable moment in this match at all. We're not going to be talking about this match next year. I mean, when you think about the original War Games, I still talk about Animal pressing Tully Blanchard over his head into the top of the cage. That's a memorable spot to me. There was none in either in one of these matches. I mean, I gave it a generous 1.5 because I thought Braun Breaker was the MVP of this match. I thought he stood out in this match. He's definitely the future of this company. Matter of fact, I could see him in the main event of WrestleMania next year. I mean, I think he's just that damn good. But this match was a waste of time. This whole pay per view was a waste of time, as far as I'm concerned. 1.5.
Well, a couple of points before we move on. I just while you were giving your review, Marcus, there was something that I thought of. At the beginning of the night, it was pointed out that one of the rules of war games was that if you leave the cage once you are put into the match, then you forfeit
E-
for your team.
Exactly.
Lesnar left the fucking cage in order to attack Roman. Therefore, the match should have ended right then and there. Of course, they're gonna whine and complain about it and say that because the bell hadn't rang and War Games hadn't officially begun, he could go out there. Bull fucking shit.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just the whole damn thing was only perpetrated in order to make Lesnar look good and to cover up for the fact that Seth Rollins was either injured or that's the one thing that pissed me off the most is that they implied that that's Seth Rollins. If he has a legitimate injury, which we are it's supposed to be that he is, that he just had shoulder surgery and that there's no way that guy can be the masked guy, then it goes back to when he faked the damn leg injury with LA Knight, and everybody thought that was legit. They played it off as legit. How the hell are we supposed to believe that now? I mean,
I mean,
they're playing it up. If that's all WWE Creative has to delegitimize legitimate injuries, then how the hell are we going to believe any damned report? Maybe that's the point, and we're not supposed to believe injury reports. They're trying to bring kayfabe back somehow. But this way of doing it is cheap, it's ridiculous, and when it does turn out to be somebody else, people are going to fart on it, and rightly so.
Well, let me say this: the one
Yeah.
thing that I do know, and the thing that I kind of looked at, I looked at that clip with that guy jumping in there, and
Mm-hmm.
it's also something I remember way back. Heyman was talking about somebody. He was talking about this individual, and he thought this individual was something that is great. It was going to be a force to be reckoned with in the WWE. Just a lot of people don't see it. And you know how Heyman is. If he sees somebody
Mm-hmm.
he wants to work with, he's going to get them and work with them.
Yeah.
That person's Austin Theory.
and that's the rumor.
If you look at his build that came into the ring,
Yeah.
that's the first person I thought of was Austin Theory because he's built just like him.
Hmm.
Second of all, Heyman has always talked and loved Austin Theory. Heyman is like Punk. Heyman is like what Theory is like Punk. Nobody liked Punk. Nobody wanted Punk around when he first came to WWE. But he came out to be something, and Heyman saw it. He thinks Austin Theory follows that concept. I don't know because McMahon always had a leash on the dude, so we don't know what he can really do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that other person is going to be Austin Theory, which is going to make this very interesting because not only did he take Seth Rollins' spot, he stole Seth Rollins' move. And what I'm looking at is the matchup between Austin Theory and Seth Rollins, and I'm kind of liking this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like Seth Rollins, but I will give Austin Theory his credit if he can go out there and clown with Seth Rollins. You know, I think WWE is doing a lot of setups with these pay per views to where it's setting you up for the next thing, and they're not realizing that sometimes it's good, but this was one of the major four. With it being one of the major four, there should have never been a setup to something else. You should always resolve some things and then continue some things on your big four. Now, if this was like what was one of WWE's pay per views back in the day? Bad Blood. If it was
Mm-hmm.
something like that, I can see you continuing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But with this being a major pay per view, I think this is the wrong timing. It's bad timing, and they should have had some resolutions to some things. move some stories on, and then continued a couple of them, your main ones, and move those stories further down. I don't know who it is. They said they fired somebody in creative. Well, good riddance.
Uh,
Creative wasn't doing good
well,
anyway.
well,
But I don't
like
think
I
it's
said,
all. I don't think it's
Bobby.
all creative. I think it's some of the board members sticking their nose into it.
Well, it may very well be, but whoever's fault it is, they need to be canned and canned immediately,
Hold on,
because
one
I
thing. I see one comment. Kenneth states, "What about a potential Theory versus Waller match?" Let me go on this one. Can I go on this one? On this Theory versus
sure
Waller
go
match?
ahead.
I
Yeah,
don't give a shit about Theory versus Waller.
Yeah.
I mean, Theory versus Waller was kind of fun when they were doing the thing in Australia, but now it's like Waller has not done anything to really get my eye. Theory is now coming out trying to do something. It seems like if that's him in that black hoodie, but I don't see Waller being that interesting of a character for me to care about. It's like, ooh, I want to see that match. Just because they had beef when they was a tag team, don't mean nothing to me. I don't care.
Yeah. And
well,
then
if it is, go ahead.
I was saying, and then at this moment, they will both be heels. The only way that works is Theory got to be the baby face. That's the only way that works.
Well,
Yeah.
see, even when Theory and Waller were together, they devalued them as a team so damn much because of that stupid ass talk show segment they did that always got their asses handed to them by the get. It was goddamn ridiculous.
Well,
And if
I'm
it
sorry.
if
I'm sorry. Waller should have had his ass handed to him every time he woke up in the morning. So
Well, I mean, Waller could have been a whole. He was huge in NXT, but then they fucked him and Theory up once they brought them to the main roster. It was just ridiculous.
I didn't
But
like him in NXT.
they, well, see, this is what I've been saying for a long time. If the whole company were booked like NXT, you wouldn't hear me make a peep up here. I would be happy as a clam with WWE, but Raw and SmackDown both are utter garbage, and it bleeds into the pay-per-views, and it's absolutely horrific. If the masked guy is Theory, and again, I could give a rat's ass, they're going to have to build Theory up again from the ground up because they have squandered him so much that putting him in a program with Punk now would be laughable, even after they destroyed Punk in favor of Breaker and Lesnar in this match.
I
That's
think that's
why
what
I
they're trying
said
to
that
do.
whatever they've got planned for WrestleMania is completely and totally fucked because between Lesnar and Reigns, all the air for the whole main event
Mhm.
roster has been sucked out. The glass ceiling has been reinforced to the degree of steel. Uh, anyways, um, Bobby, are you ready to move on from this?
Yeah, this is hurting my
All
feelings.
right. Well, this I don't know whether Marcus saw Full Gear or not,
Nope.
but we're gonna. Well, I may be the only one here. But yes, AEW last week had Full Gear 2025, and since I think I'm the only one that saw it, because again the high seas, I'm going to give it down and dirty. Um, this was not AEW's best pay per view, but they did have some damn good matches on it that got into the 4-star range, and some even higher than that. The match of the night, to my mind, was Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe, and Briscoe actually went over for the TNT title.
What?
So yes, Mark Briscoe won the TNT title and avoided becoming part of the Don Callis family.
Finally.
Yeah, and it was a damn good. There was a lot of blood in this pay-per-view. There was a ton of blood. I think like about a third of the matches had bleeding in it. So I was a happy camper in that regard. Um, there was Statlander versus Monet was a 4-star match. Absolutely incredible, and Statlander retained, I believe. It's but yeah, FTR versus uh Brodito, Brody King and Bandito. That match was 4-star, and FTR won the belts.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's that. There was Moxley versus O'Reilly. O'Reilly beat Moxley. There was a ton of blood in that one. Um,
Well, it's Moxley.
well, yes. Um, Darby Allen versus Pac. 3 3/4. That was damn good. The main event. Bobby, you are about to throw confetti because Samoa Joe beat Hangman Page for the for the AEW World Title.
Thank
Joe
God.
got the belt.
Thank God.
So overall, the right people went over. There was a lot of blood. There were some matches that you would have expected to have been better, but overall, the pay per view. Let me put it this way: comparing Full Gear to Survivor Series, or even the Blood and Guts matches to Survivor Series, is like what Bobby Heenan said is like comparing prime rib to lunch meat. There was just no comparison. AEW came out on top in that one. If these two pay-per-views, or PLE or whatever the hell you want to call it, if these two shows were head to head, AEW would have kicked Survivor Series right in the nuts.
But
Oh,
It
so
was
you saying AEW's Nikki Bella?
but
more like Brie,
yeah.
but
Oh,
that's
Brie.
not important.
Okay.
How did they set up the Swerve return?
Oh hell, they just brought him out.
Oh goodness, no.
After yeah, Swerve is back after Joe won the belt. He was celebrating with the ops, and then Swerve's new music hits. He comes out with Nana doing the dance and shit. Everybody goes crazy, and then it went out.
That
So but well, let me say, I think there was some kind of confrontation, but Joe bailed. So yeah, Swerve got some flowers there for his return. So we're setting up Swerve versus Joe. Hangman's out of the picture. He should have been months ago. Um, the only sad part is that it looks like they are bringing the Elite back. The Bucks turned babyface, probably because FTR won the belts, and that's stupid. But what can you do? Those turds have too much power in the company. But overall,
how was the
the show.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. How was the what was that match for that stupid ass national title, the casino, whatever it was?
Oh, the Casino Gauntlet match.
Yeah,
It
but they didn't.
I gave it 4 stars. It was fantastic for what it was. It was just really spot heavy. Ricochet came out on top. He's the inaugural national champion. Um, there Benjamin and Lashley were forced to fight each other. Um, the only problem with the match is that nobody new debuted. I thought they were going to end up doing that, but no dice on that. But as scramble matches go, it was the usual craziness. But and that I gave it 4 stars because of that, because I like that sort of thing when it's done right. But Ricochet won the national title.
Who took the pin?
Now, what's that?
Who took the pin?
Um, I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I was just hoping it wasn't neither one in the Hurt Business, was it?
No, no,
Okay,
it was not.
okay, well that's good.
No, no,
Okay.
I don't think it was Lashley or Benjamin that took the pin on that. I cannot remember off the top of my head. The match itself was great, though. It's just that after a week, my
Yeah,
memory is a little bit foggy on who won.
yeah,
But that is my down and dirty on Full Gear. Impressions, anyone, before we move on?
Thank God Hangman has lost the title.
yeah. And it doesn't sound like they gave Swerve a good return. It doesn't sound like it.
Well, I mean, they didn't give him like a match per se, but I
It-
he did go in there and confront Joe, and Joe bailed, and he didn't look weak. It's just he didn't go in there and beat the. I I can't remember whether he did or didn't go in there and beat the shit out of the ops, but Swerve looked good.
yeah, that's what I would have hoped, that he came in there, cleared the ring or something, saved Hangman or whatever.
Hmm. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, he did.
Okay.
So yeah, he did. Like I said, it's been a week, and I've been just in case I'm 2 weeks out from another eye surgery, so my days have been like bleeding into each other because I've been home mostly. I've only left my house like twice in the last 2 weeks, so
Oh, I get it.
so yeah, but yes, Full Gear was a great show. It wasn't not every match was a banger, but compared to Survivor Series, it was like comparing Marilyn Monroe to the girl from Juno.
Timeless Tony Storm.
Oh, don't even get me started. Oh God. Any anyways, moving on to our moment of the week. What do you got, Bobby?
Moment of the week.
Or or do you want to go last?
No, I'll go.
Okay.
Moment of the week is Dominic Mysterio winning that match. I'm
Ah.
so glad that he won it in his hometown, got his title back, got a slap from his girl, and then got his kiss from his girl at the end. What more can you do? Dominic
uh,
Mysterio, man of the week. Well, you're man of the week.
Man of the week. Wow. Okay. All right. Acceptable. Marcus, what do you got?
My moment was Charlotte Flair wearing coming out wearing the ring gear, that was made by a child that had some kind of rare form of cancer. I just thought that was
Hmm.
I just thought that was a
Oh
really
wow.
cool thing for her to do, and the outfit was cool. I mean, it was a nice ass outfit that the girl
Can you
made.
tell us more on that one?
Yeah, they were saying it was a child. I don't know how old she was, but I can't pronounce it was some type of, it was a rare form of cancer. I can't pronounce it or what it was,
Hmm.
but she designed a outfit that Charlotte wore out to the ring, and as she was going to the ring, she the little girl was her father was holding her up, and Charlotte came over, acknowledged her, gave a high five or something like that. And I just thought that was a real
Um,
cool thing to do.
if I remember rightly, I think that the girl's name was maybe Scarlet or something like that. She's like 7, 8 years old, and she has late stage cancer, and she designed the outfit for Charlotte to wear to the ring. So yeah,
Oh
that
wow.
was yeah, that came at the beginning of Survivor Series, and that was one of the only saving graces of the show.
Mhm.
So that was that's a good moment, Marcus. A good moment.
Mhm.
Um, my moment of the week is the return of the Continental Classic. I like tournaments. Uh, I don't like the fact that the WWE is having a tournament for Cena's last match, which I think is a waste of time. But in tournaments in general, I like. The only problem that I've got with it is that there is no more Continental title for the Continental Classic. They've unified it with the international title so that it's the unified championship. So, shouldn't it be the unified tournament and not the Continental Classic? But the fact that AEW is doing an annual tournament, kind of the way that New Japan does, and the fact that they're doing it again this year makes me happy. Time for the tap out. And to start us off, the originator of the tap out of the week, Marvelous Marcus Buckley. What is your tap out this week?
Bro, Rob, you stole a little bit
As
of
a
my thunder earlier. It was Jay Uso climbing to the top of the cage in the middle of a fucking War Games match and doing that yeet bullshit. I just could not believe my eyes when I saw that. They need to fire the agent who did that match. Hunter needs to be fired. If Hunter knew about it, Hunter either need to fire the agent who approved that bullshit. He needs to suspend Jay for at least 90 days for doing that shit without pay. I mean, that was totally ridiculous. That just totally devalues the War Games match to me. And if I'm his teammates, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, if we in the middle of this fight and you on top of the cage yeeting, I just could not believe my eyes. That's one of my biggest tap outs of the year right there.
Yeah, and they were winning. What's more, they were winning the fucking match, and then Jey Uso climbs the goddamn cage and does that shit, and then Lesnar's music hits and everyone gets destroyed. Just the continuity alone is worth that. I totally agree, Marcus. Bobby, what was your tap out?
Okay, well, everybody knows I usually don't get into who's dating who or who's with who. But I got to now. I got to now because I'm hot. I'm real hot. I'm pissed. Nia Jax is now dating almost.
Oh,
What? See, that was so terrible that Marcus bugged out for a minute.
And it went completely
See,
out now. Yeah.
yeah, he's so pissed that he left.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Nia Jax was supposed to be my boo. Nia Jax was supposed to be
Okay.
my girl. And she decided to go with the Oompa Loompa, the tallest Oompa Loompa. The man. I, why? Why am I being punished?
basketball player, football player,
That's gonna be a super athlete.
man.
Uh, I don't know.
That's
But
yes, I'm serious. Kenneth, I am serious about that. Yes, I am serious about that.
oh man, I'll tell you
I'm
though,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm hurt. I'm disgusted.
But dude, find pictures of what she was wearing. She looked good. Your girl looked good.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Survivor Series. You'll like it. You'll like it.
Well, yeah, the women's match is first, and like I said, that was my match of the night, and
No,
Naya did look fairly decent in that match.
But
Well,
almost.
nobody ever. No, well, nobody said that being good in the ring meant you had good taste in dating material.
what?
Show
Who,
don't.
who you talking about? Which one?
Almost.
I'm
She
about to
was
say because
supposed to pick
neither one of
me.
them are good in the ring. I know what you was talking about.
She was supposed to
Oh.
pick me.
Well, Jenna Jameson was supposed to pick me, but you don't see me crying.
Well,
Now I will. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
every time I see Naomi's baby bump, I cry. So,
Oh, good God.
man,
Thank you for joining us on
You
FTW
know what?
Future
I'm
Focus.
noticing this has been a year of a letdown for men when it comes to the women's wrestlers. Naomi,
Really?
Nia, Stephanie Bakur got a boyfriend. Lola Vice is with Damian Priest. Thank you, Kenna. It's it's a disappointing year.
well, think about it. Tiffany did dump Luvic,
Hey, there's upside. There you go.
or dumped her, whichever, whatever happened.
And I think that Riho is still single.
Yeah,
So
She should be.
that's good for me. Thank you for joining us on FTW Future. I think she is, but that's just conjecture on my part. Now, I'm glad we're getting a little bit of levity here because my tap out this week is a real downer. And if it had not been for this, then my tap out probably would have been the Cena Dominic match, but or the last half of the War Games match for the men. But my real tap out this week is the passing away of classic ring announcer Bob Caudle.
oh yeah,
Oh,
He was Yeah, Bob Caudle. He was in his mid 90s, so he led a good life. But he was one of the classic announcers from the Territories era into Jim Crockett Promotions. And he was for the first few years, at least, he was the head play-by-play guy for Smoky Mountain Wrestling for Jim Cornette. So he was damn good on the mic. He had a classic delivery. One of those Southern style kind of commentators in the vein of Lance Russell, and it was a couple weeks ago actually. I saw this on Jim Cornette's podcast. The news that he had passed, but yeah, Bob Caudle was a pretty decent guy, a distinctive voice in professional wrestling, and in spite of all the negative stuff going on, we got to concentrate on things that really matter. And when we lose one of our own, we have to acknowledge it. So that's my tap out this week, and rest in peace, Bob Caudle.
that's deep.
yeah. I got introduced to him in Chicago. Um, in crack NW. It was back then. It was NWA. They had a show came on, uh, one of their secondary shows, and he was the main guy on that show. That's how I got introduced to him. Like this was like maybe late '80s, mid to late '80s, I think.
I think that was Worldwide Wrestling.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was like their out of area road show that
yeah,
they would do was Worldwide Wrestling. So yeah, I remember Bob Caudle being part of that. So yeah, that's very cool, Marcus.
yeah.
Now, Bobby, you wanted to close the show with some questions, so I will give the reins to you, as it were.
Well, not so much questions. We're gonna make an announcement and go.
All right.
Um, ooh, this Wednesday, AEW will be live in Fishers, Indiana, 1 hour
Yeah.
away, with Dynamite. Myself and Robert Black will be there live in attendance. We will be tapping in, doing live spots, talking
Hmm.
about AEW and what we're seeing. And if I puked myself that much by the time we get on air, um, I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm going to see AEW live. Hopefully, I'll have a good time. But we will be doing
I
that.
know I will.
Oh, we know you will, Rob.
Oh
So
yeah.
we'll do that and be giving a live report on Sunday. A report on Sunday's show. But we're gonna be typing in live every once in a while here on the FTW network when we go to the show live on Wednesday. So this is gonna be entertaining.
Absolutely.
But guys, I do want to thank you. Thank you for putting up with our moving and what we got to do to get done. We're gonna sign off for now, uh, guys. Robert Black, thank you. Marcus, marvelous Marcus Buckley, thank you. All of you that's been watching, thank you. We ask you to keep supporting us because we're trying to do the right thing by you. So please do the right thing and support us and keep tuning in. All right, guys. But we're
No
gonna sign
James
off here.
Brown this
And
week, but it's coming back.
you said what?
I said no James Brown this week, but we'll get it back eventually. I would
Yeah, I
sing you
know.
out, but
It's not,
we're
it sounds
gonna have
it
a
feels kind of
bumpy
different without the
time.
James Brown.
But that's all right because our fans and we ourselves are dedicated to the network, dedicated to the art of professional wrestling, and having the discussion is what it's all about. So, on behalf of your not so humble correspondent Robert Black, marvelous Marcus Buckley, and the mastermind Bobby Rogers, we are out this week. We will definitely see you in the future.